Your girl has got a new face. Get it, get it, get it, get it. What's up, love bugs? It's your girl Anna Danae, and I'm back with another video. And guys, what's poppin'? If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, what's poppin'? Alright, y'all, I had to just move the camera because I don't know why I started getting dark. But yes, as you guys can see by the title, I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys exactly how I went from this to this. Now, disclaimer guys, I am a brand ambassador and you do get 15% off if you go to the people that got me right, and you get 15% off for them to get you guys right. So it's gonna be like a story time in addition to information, in addition to some tips and tricks, in addition to just me being vulnerable about everything that I had to go through. If you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that, and you can see that I've never had any issues with my skin at all. My skin has always been amazing, and I'm gonna insert a lot of pictures in this video because it's gonna be very visual. Like, I want y'all to see everything. So I've never had any issues with my skin, as you can see here, and I never really had to do much. Like, people will always ask me, Anna, like, what do you use for your face? And I never really use much. Only thing I would use is I would cleanse with St. Ives, which I don't use anymore, but back then, prior to my breakout, I would cleanse with St. Ives, and I would usually sometimes use aloe vera plant and just put it on my face. Sometimes I would leave it on the whole day, and sometimes I just put it on, wash it off. And then I would probably go in with like cocoa butter at most, guys. I promise y'all I didn't do much at all. I had the minimal like skincare regimen. I really didn't do much. And whenever I would get like cycle breakouts, like a little pimple, because it was that time of the month, I'd use I'll get the name and I'll drop it here, but I'd use that and I put it a little bit there. And how I found out about that, I think it's called bentonite, but I'm gonna like put the name down regardless in case it's not the right name. And I only found out about that is because a couple of years ago I actually had gotten contact dermatitis because I was using tea tree oil and I'm allergic to that. So it was causing me to have a skin reaction to it, and that really helped me out, and within like 2 weeks it was completely gone, the breakout that I had on my face. So I had moved into my new apartment in March of 2020. So this is right before like we shut down for COVID, and God knew what he was doing, guys, because if I had this like crazy breakout while the world was still open, I don't know what I would have done. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. So I in March of 2020, one day I just had a breakout all over my forehead. Like, it was so bad, like right here, all over my forehead. And I remember actually like going out to the park, and I was vlogging that day, and like my face was like so bad, like I didn't even post that vlog. Like, my face had just broken out randomly. Like, literally, this is the day, my face, the day before I broke out, and then this is the day of my face, like I'm seeing the breakouts on my face. And I didn't know what it was, and I saw the breakout, and I thought it was because like at this point, like I was like really doing my hair a lot, and I started using Miel products. Not saying that that's what broke out my face, but I was using Miel products, and I like when I would wear, after like twisting out or braiding out, I will wear my hair like out here, and it will always be in my face, like here. So it'll be in my face and it will be out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it may be from that. Like, I might be, because my skin is very sensitive, so that's why I never really did a lot on my face, because it was very sensitive, and I just thought maybe it was the products. So I literally, guys, when I tell y'all, my face had gotten so progressively worse. Like, I'm gonna just be putting in like pictures, like, because my face was horrid, like horrid. Like, it was so like it was so like, it was so confidence damping. Like, it was just horrible. And I was just, oh my gosh, y'all, when I tell y'all, I started to use the St. Ives. I remember my boyfriend getting me a different type of the St. Ives. Put it here. And I was literally scrubbing my face like so much because I'm like, is it dirt? Like, is it oils in there? Like, I was scrubbing my face so hard to the point where my face started getting scars from scrubbing so bad. I tried black soap from my friend. Like, she had black soap and I tried to use that. I was using witch hazel. When I tell y'all, I used so many different things over the span of months and nothing was clearing up my face. People were saying, oh, drink water, drink water. I was drinking water till I was like drowning and nothing was working. I was doing heat, getting hot rags, putting heat on. I even bought a steamer to steam my face, and guys, when I tell y'all, like, nothing was working. So I was actually referred to an esthetician, and I went to her, and I went because I broke out in March, and I finally went to the esthetician in July. It was literally like probably 10 days max before my birthday, and I went to her, and I remember my face had some scabs from extractions, and my face started to look like it started to clean up. But then, y'all, my face got so freaking horrible, y'all. My face, I had the biggest cyst bumps in my face. The biggest, like my cheeks and my forehead. Those were the worst parts. And literally, oh my gosh, y'all, I was like so like, it was so crazy because you guys gotta understand, like when you go to an esthetician and get facials, like for one, people think facials are just like, oh, like pamper me facials. When you're getting like acne facials and stuff like that, for one, them things hurt. Like, let's start there. But for two, they are expensive, and when you're going to an esthetician and you're getting a facial, like you want to leave from there knowing that your face is better, like knowing that. And my face got worse, y'all, and I'm not gonna say who that person is because I don't want any bad business to go to them, because I'm not saying that they're a bad esthetician. They just didn't work for me. But what was even worse is their products did not work for me, because everything was like had a line, like all her stuff had like tea tree oil in them. And at the time, I didn't really know I was allergic to tea tree oil. But because especially in the black community, and I don't know why, just it don't work for me. Tea tree oil does not work for me. It gives me an allergic reaction. But I've been also told by other estheticians, even I went and got a facial from at a plastic surgery place, and they even said like, no, especially for black people, we should not, or colored brown, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm just gonna say for black people, we should not be putting tea tree oil on our faces. That's what the professionals told me. And I just haven't done it since then. But her products, I believe it was her products that broke me out terribly. Even worse. I was in worse condition than I was before I went to her. So now by this point, I started to also, and I'm telling you guys everything for me and my journey. It may work for you, it may not. But one thing I will definitely say is, and one thing that I learned, it's whatever is happening on your face is usually a result from what's happening on the inside of you. Now, I'm not gonna necessarily say I'm a horrible eater, but at the time I didn't have the best diet. I'll be honest, I didn't have the best diet. However, it wasn't anything that really stuck out to me because I just always ate like that. Like, I had no issues eating certain foods, so I just couldn't see why I would have an issue all of a sudden. I wasn't eating anything different. I actually started eating more healthy during the time that I broke out, because I actually broke out like right after getting off of a fast. So it was just really weird. But I actually got with a naturopathic doctor. So what a naturopathic doctor is, they're not Western medical doctors. So basically everything is natural remedies. Even when they give you supplements, it's still natural remedies. So another thing that I had to factor in after I just really started to like kind of rewind and try to see and figure out what were those things that triggered me or could have possibly triggered me. At the time, I had just gotten off a series of like medications that I received from my Western doctor. And one thing that I would definitely say to you, which is something really important if you don't do now, because I didn't really do it. Like, I know I like my Western doctor, she's dope, but I didn't really understand or know what the things that she were giving to me. Like every time I would go to her office, she would always tell me to go pick up some prescription and use it. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, all these things. I'm taking these things and it's my responsibility, but I didn't even realize that I was taking prescription for heartburns, and I was taking it every day thinking I was taking like vitamin D or something like that. Like it was just crazy, ridiculous. But a lot of people get in those situations where the doctor tells them to take something and they don't know what they're taking, and it could be messing up your insides. So I met with this naturopathic doctor and I told them about all the issues I was having. I was also having a lot of breathing problems at that time. So between that and the breakouts, y'all, I was going through a lot, and it was for a long period of time. It was really drawn out. So I spoke to her and we started to get on a whole different regimen. I got a lot of blood work, got a lot of things done, and I started to change the things that I was putting into my body as far as like supplements. So I really altogether stopped taking all Western stuff altogether, and I just did everything the naturopathic doctor told me to do. And they explained things, and I told them about my allergies, and which I'm really allergic to a lot of things, guys. I'm allergic to like pretty much every fruit. Like every fruit, I wouldn't necessarily like break out from them, but my throat would start itching. Oranges, pineapples, watermelons, bananas, everything, like mango juice, everything, I would just start having allergic reaction to it. But at the same time, I kind of felt like, how can you survive without eating any fruit? Like, we are frugivores, we're supposed to eat fruit. So I would like sometimes dip and dab in that, and that could have been an issue as well. So these are the things that I had to like really like pay attention to and kind of like write them down and be aware of it when I was eating it, because I had to say to myself, okay, this could be a reason why I'm dealing with this. So it had been a long journey of me still like trying different products, and I ended up actually getting the Skin Acne line. I started to get that, and I started to use that for a while, and I really didn't see a big difference in it. It was just like whatever, honestly. Like I really didn't see a big difference in it, but I was still struggling a lot, guys, and my confidence was like getting so down. Like even like my friends that know me for years on years are like, Anna, like what's going on with your face? Like this is not you. Like you've never had face issues. Like you've never had any issues with this. Like your skin was, I never really wore makeup. Yeah, I would only have my lashes done and lip gloss, and that was it. I was never the person to go out and have to put on makeup. I never did it. All through the summer, I pretty much struggled. Like I just trying just multiple things. I was steaming my face, washing like hot rags. My boyfriend's always like, put hot rags, put hot rags. And like I honestly, when you're looking at it every day, it's like you can't really tell like if you're making any progress. But I took pictures, and like, you know, I was just taking pictures throughout the time and just always like looking at it and just seeing like if I was getting any progress, anything. So I dealt with this for a long time, guys. I dealt with this all from March 2020 all the way through 2020, and I dealt with it. And by the time 2021 came, I had to start like I kind of got to a place where I'm like, oh my gosh, Anna, you're gonna just kind of have to live with this. Like, and it sucked. Like it was so bad to like, you know, like when people wear makeup but you can tell they have a lot of acne, and you can like see the acne coming through. Like that's what it was for me. And I really just, and at times it would seem a little bit controlled, but the acne wouldn't stop, especially on my forehead and my cheeks. It just would not stop, and I had to like kind of go through the whole January 2021 with that as well. So I'm about to look at my pictures to see exactly when. Yeah, I literally have a whole album, and at some point I really even stopped taking pictures. Right now it has 343, and I literally have like pictures and pictures and pictures of me taking pictures of my face. But let's see. So in September of 2020, so I dealt with this for a year and a half, from March 2020 all the way up until September 2021. That's when I heard about Pelle Dolce's in Branford, Connecticut. And my friend, she was also breaking out, and it was just so odd because like she's another person, like we never had any skin issues at all, never had any skin issues. And she told me, she's like, Anna, you need to go check out these people. They're really good, they're amazing. And I told her, I'm like, listen, I went to somebody before and my face got messed up. It got effed up. I got effed up. Like, I'm really hesitant about going. And I spoke to my naturopathic doctor and I let her know, listen, like my friends told me about these people and I'm, you know, like, should I go? And they told me, they were like, listen, your body has been going through a lot of changes, and you've been getting a lot of that gunk out of your body, a lot of the bad stuff you've been getting out of your body. So it's possibly needed that like your face hasn't really been able to expel all of that stuff, so you should go and have them get it all out, extract it all out. So I was like, okay, cool, I got the okay from them, and I went. Y'all, let me tell y'all, when I tell y'all, like, rewind, I went to dermatologists, everything, and these dermatologists had given me antibiotics, y'all, that would make me sick. Like, I literally was throwing up from the antibiotics. Like, that's when I tell y'all I tried everything. So I'm not a fan of antibiotics because they mess up your stomach for years. Like, one pill messes up your stomach for years, and it's hard to get your dietary tract back on track. Okay, I don't even know if I said it right, but your gut health be messed up from that stuff. So that is another thing. That's a whole nother topic. But I just had to insert that real quick, y'all. I really did everything that I really could. So fast forward, yes, they told me to go. So I went there and I did the consultation. Like, they looked at my face and stuff, and at first I'm like, ugh, like, they're telling me like no cheese, no dairy, like no this, no that, like no gluten, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I was hesitant at first. I ain't gonna lie, I was hesitant at first. And then they were telling me that I would have to get the acne facial, and they were thinking of other treatments to do for me, and like, but they like talked me through everything, and that's what I first loved about them. Like, they talked me through everything. So they told me, like, you know, they wanted me to do the acne facial, but they also had wanted me to do the enzyme treatment. And the enzyme treatment is basically where it works from the inside and basically chills from the outside. But they were like, you know, they're not gonna do the enzyme treatment first because the way that it works, if I had done that in the beginning without my acne being controlled, then I would have seen a lot more bumps on my face. Like, I would have regressed before I progressed, and I didn't want that. I did not want that. I wanted to get the acne control at first. So we did. I remember the first day I had gotten the acne treatment with them, and y'all, when I tell y'all I wanted to cry, like, it was so bad, y'all. It was so freaking bad. It was bad. And I literally was sitting there like, yo, like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, it was such a, it wasn't a, like, I'm not gonna say it was a horrible experience, but just to go through that pain of, and then have to like sit there and deal with that because of the way that my face broke out, I was defeated. I was completely defeated. And my face, I'm gonna insert more pictures, my face was like so swollen from the extractions, and I had so many scars afterwards, which you're gonna have, like, and it's normal, and they just fall off. But like, yeah, I had so many like scars and stuff like that afterwards, and I even had an event to go to the next day, and my face was like so swollen, like I didn't even go to the event. And I was like self-conscious about it. I was so self-conscious about it because I'm like, damn, like my face is like swollen, like I had all these extractions, all these scabs on my face. But they also gave me products, and I loved their products as well, which I'm gonna show at the end of the video, so make sure y'all watch all the way. I know it's a little long, but I hope you guys are getting something from this. But I did go and was using their products and used it exactly how they told me to do it. And I got my first facial from them. I think I was going like every 2 weeks. I was getting an acne facial. So I got one facial from them, and then like 2 weeks later I had gotten another acne facial, and then like another 2 weeks later I had gotten another acne facial. And I think I had to go away on vacation, so I think I was gone for like a month, and then when I came back I had got the enzyme treatment. It was time for me to get the enzyme treatment, and the enzyme treatment was so good, y'all. And by this time, now this is a course of like a month and a half, 2 months, I started to see improvements in my face. I started to see it, my boyfriend started to see it, other people started to see it, and they also told me like, don't eat cheese and don't eat gluten and drink a lot of water. And I kind of knew about the cheese. I didn't really know too much about the gluten, because gluten is in a lot of stuff. Like, gluten is in like everything, and I've known like there are people who cannot have gluten, and there are things that happen in their body and they cannot figure out why it's happening in their body, and it's because they cannot eat gluten. Not even just breaking out, but just like getting like really pudgy in the stomach, or really bloated. That's from like gluten. Your body is not reacting well to the gluten. So they told me no gluten and a lot of water. And between that and the regimen that I was on from my naturopathic doctor with my supplements and stuff like that, I think all of that really worked together very, very well. And I did the enzyme treatment, and I seen like such a difference after the enzyme treatment. And I had gotten like, I believe 3 enzyme treatments back to back. So by that time I had gotten like 6 like treatments all together. And like every time I would come in and she would talk me through things and she would work me through things, and I'm just like, okay, I have an understanding. And I started to get like the extraction started to get a lot less. The pain was a lot less, of course, because I had less breakouts. My breakouts were more controlled, and I think the only really stubborn place the most was more so my forehead. And then sometimes I would like break out from my chin and stuff, but that was also like because it was really hard for me to change my diet. The thing that was easiest to take out was the gluten, but also too, guys, I was also working to get out of eating meat. So I was eating a lot of fish as well, fish, salmon, fried fish, and because like other stuff like shrimp and stuff like that I can't eat, I'm allergic. So I was just really trying my best to change my diet, but I would say that's the hardest thing. And I think that's why Western medicine make so much money, because they know like people are going to get addicted to what they give people, because it's all about lifestyle change, and changing your lifestyle is very difficult. It's so difficult. So it was like a mixture of all of that. It was a mixture of getting the facials often, right? I wasn't going longer than 3 weeks unless I had to go on vacation. I wasn't going longer than 3 weeks without getting a facial, whether it was acne facial or the enzyme treatment. I also was using my products all the time, and I used it exactly how they told me to use it. Like I was on top of my products, and I love their products. And you can also go to my Instagram, which I'm gonna link below, and check out my skincare regimen, because I did do a daytime skin regimen, and I'm gonna also do a nighttime regimen as well video for you guys, so you guys can know. And I also probably do a skincare regimen on YouTube, because I did a short one for Instagram and TikTok. So I'll probably do a longer one for YouTube. And yeah, I was just doing that all the time. So by the time I came back from, I don't remember what trip I came back from, but I had been gone for like a month, and I came back and I told them, I said, listen, like you guys have really helped my face like a lot. Like from the first picture, from the first time I came till now, I have gotten such a big change. So what happened was I still had, and I don't know if you can kind of see, but because even like my blemishes has kind of gone down a lot, but I had like still like a lot of scarring and blemishes and dark spots. So my naturopathic doctor told me that I should go and get a chemical peel. So a chemical peel is basically like where the top layer of your skin kind of like comes off, like sheds off, so that the newer skin can come through. Now it's so crazy, because the day that my naturopathic doctor told me that morning I had actually done a facial, and I asked them, do they do chemical peels? But they said they don't do chemical peels, because the products that they use for the facials are meant to replenish the skin, repair the skin, so like kind of like, you know, remove that skin and replenish the skin. So they don't do that. But I did tell them I was open, that I was thinking about getting a chemical peel, and they told me like, you know, just make sure that you use your SPF, just make sure. So that day my naturopathic doctor mentioned the chemical peel. I was like, oh my god, I just mentioned that to my estheticians. And I did go to find someone to do my chemical peel. However, I did not get it done, because I did a consultation with her, and when I showed her my before pictures to now pictures, she was like, listen, like basically there's really no need to get a chemical peel. So she was like, a lot of people inquire about a chemical peel, but they don't really need it. They think they need it, but they don't. And that you can go, she said, even her being an esthetician and doing it, she said she hasn't gotten a chemical peel in like 10-12 years. So, and her skin looks amazing. So she said like my skin looks fine. And basically, and when I heard her say this to me, because you know people could just say whatever to get your money, right? She could have been like, yeah, come get a chemical peel, and I really didn't need it. But she didn't do that. She was honest with me. She's like, listen, they're doing a great job. Whatever they have you doing, continue to do that. And that really was even more confirmation for me. Even though I seen the progress on my face, that was even more confirmation for me that I was at the right place. So they were so helpful. And I came back and I told them I didn't get the chemical peel, that they loved it. And I told them like, listen, I'm going to tell the world about you guys, because my face has done a whole 180. Like literally from my first breakout till now, like this is my first breakout, and this is the picture of that I took today. And it's such a big difference. And yeah, it took a long time, but I think it only took a long time because I hadn't started the process earlier. So I would definitely say, guys, if you are in the tri-state area, definitely hit them up. Pelle Dolce, hit them up and get your consultation. Let them know Anna sent you. You will get 15% off of your first service, and it's worth it, guys. I promise you guys. Like, I'm a type of person, that's why I never even said anything about them or nothing until I seen visible results. And because I'm not the type of person to tell you to go do this, go do that, go to that person, and I cannot live by it. And I'll put my name out there for them. I will tell you guys about them because they really transformed my face. And I'm going to show you guys the products that they gave me. So they gave me this cleanser, and it lasts for a long time. I've actually been using this cleanser. Have I had to re-up? I think I had to re-up on this cleanser. Here we go. I think I had to re-up on this cleanser once. But this is good. I use this in the morning and the night to wash my face, and sometimes I use black soap that I got from Free. I don't know if you guys remember Free from 106 and Park, but she has a skincare line and she has black soap, so I use that sometimes, especially if I do not get to do my whole skincare regimen at night. Then I go in with my toner. So it is Skin Balancing Toner. It's a Skin Balancing Toner, and I go in with these. And guys, just a disclaimer, if you guys want to go and dark, whatever. If you guys want to go and get these products yourself, by all means, but I don't think that you should. I don't recommend that you guys do go and get these products on your own, because you may not need the same products that I use. I'm just telling you guys what I use, because if you're anything like me, whatever people were putting on their YouTube videos, I was using it. But I would definitely say get a consultation first. But yes, I will go in with my toner and wipe that on my face. Then this I love. I used to see people on YouTube and they'll be like dropping. I'd be like, dude, that looks so good, but I got my own now. And I'll go in my herbal fluid afterwards, rub that all in. This is really good as well. And the ones that I love the most are the serum and the cream. They come together. So it's the Purifying Wintergreen Serum and the Wintergreen Cream by Oxygen Cuticles. And I put on the serum first, and then I'll put on the cream after. And then in the daytime, I will go on my SPF. So this is still the SPF that I had from Skin Acne. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I just use it. It hasn't given me any problems. And plus, because it's like I have so much still in here, like I'm a very frugal person, so I didn't buy more skincare, more SPF from Pelle Dolce, only because I have not ran out of this yet. So this is what I use right now for my SPF, and this is Protection 30. This is 30. Can't see, but it's 30. And then in night times, before I put on my toner, I will put on my melatonin drops, I will put on my melanotic drops, whatever, melatonin drops, melanotic drops. It's a tone balancer. So I'll put these on from DMK, and DMK has good products, and a lot of the products they use for the facials are from DMK. So guys, yes, just to wrap things up and just to review, I went through my skincare journey. I broke out in March of 2020. Now we are in March of 2022, and your girl has got a new face. Get it. And it has been a long journey, but it definitely has been a journey of really re-loving myself and really taking in who I am, regardless of having the issues, because everybody goes through them. It was definitely a humbling process, but now that I know better, I do better. My diet is totally different. If you guys want to know what I eat now, I really only eat chicken now. I don't eat any fish or anything, because recently too I did go, and this is also, if this is also your reminder to go get checked out, go get blood work, go get allergy tests, go get all those things, because come to find out, the fish that I was eating and the salmon I was eating all the time, I was actually allergic to it. So that's probably another reason why I was having breakouts as well. So right now I only eat like chicken. I eat out less. I drink water. At least try to drink 60 ounces every single day. I'm 120 pounds, so that's the ounces that I attempt to drink every day. Rices, pastas. I don't eat fish. I haven't eaten fish or any type of seafood in I think a month. I haven't eaten any, and I don't eat red meat at all. I haven't eaten red meat in a long time. I will eat Beyond Meat if I'm feeling like red meaty, but I haven't like had any ribs, which sucks because I miss ribs. I haven't had any burgers unless it was like a Beyond Burger. And I've been eating greens. I haven't really eaten fruit too much either. And a lot of my allergies come from trees. So for example, if fruits come from these particular trees, then I'm gonna have an allergic reaction. And I don't want allergic reactions. I've been doing well. So, and when I feel like, dang, like I really wanna eat this, or I really wanna eat that, like I just think about, I don't want my face to get messed up again. So I do not eat the red meat. I do not eat the fish. And I do eat cheese. I be eating cheese a lot, I ain't gonna lie. But I haven't really seen it, knock on wood, that's not wood, but I haven't really seen it really like, I haven't really seen a bad reaction from it, so I'm good with that for right now, you know, but I'm still doing it in moderation. Like I'm not doing too much. So guys, I hope that this video was encouraging to you guys. I hope you guys got some type of information from it. If anything, definitely go hit up my peoples at Pelle Dolce. I know they have 2 locations in Connecticut, and hopefully if you guys are around the world and you guys have a high demand, maybe they'll open up somewhere else. If you guys are not in the tri-state area, but if you're like New Jersey, New York, you know, PA, like any of those areas, I would definitely say it's worth the drive. It's worth investing in yourself, guys, because yes, it costs money, but it's an investment worth doing. Like you want your face to look good. Like you don't want to have a whole bunch of bumps and stuff like that. Like even if you have confidence, it's still like, it's not healthy, like because that means things are building up in your skin, and your skin is meant to release. So I definitely say we'll invest in it. The products are worth investing in. Even if you don't want to get the facials, or you're not around to get the facials, but you want to try the products, I would definitely say find a way to have some type of consultation with them first before trying to go buy the products. Also, I do not recommend buying skin products on Amazon. They will take expired products and sell them to you, and that's the worst thing that can happen. So guys, just be very careful, please. If you guys don't take anything else from this, do not go and try a bunch of products on your face. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go to the right people. Even if you want to go to a dermatologist, whoever, search around first. Get multiple opinions first. Do not let people start playing in your face. Do not just start trying a bunch of products. Look at the products, look at the ingredients, see reviews, see what your doctors are saying. Check with your regular doctors and check with your estheticians. Like really like cross-reference, cross-check everything, because you do not want to be in a position where your situation gets worse opposed to getting better. That could have saved me probably a whole entire year had I more so done the research and not have gone crazy and just trying everything on my own. So I hope you guys got value out of this. And if you are struggling with acne, like you guys can hit me up on Instagram, hit me up here on YouTube in the comments. Like I will be here for advice and like just to help you guys with your confidence, because I've been there. Like even to a point, like one time I was at a friend's party, one of my friends like, oh my gosh, Anna, like mind you I had on makeup too, and mind you like, oh my gosh, Anna, like what's going on with your face? And I literally like just sat in the car, like I was just so like just down about it. So I know how it is, I know how it feels, especially like even if you're like, I'm 25 years old and I went through this from 23 to 25, and you know it did something to me. So I know if you're probably in high school, if you're in college, like you're probably dealing with it and you don't want to deal with it by yourself, hit me up, guys. I will be there for you guys to have conversations, to uplift you and keep your confidence high, because we need to uplift each other. So if you like this video, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, press the notification bell on, so whenever I have a new video, then you will get the ringy ding 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 ding. And if you guys want me to do more videos about this topic, about skin, about face, about my my regimen. I will be posting more videos on my services that I'm getting. I did recently post a video about me getting the DMK Love Special. So that was a Valentine's Day special where I got the acne facial, the DMK, and oxygen treatment, and enzyme treatment as well. That was all together. So I will be going in, actually today's Sunday, I will be going in on Tuesday to get my Diamond Glow facial. Probably by the time y'all see this, I would have already gotten it. But guys, stay tuned. If you guys have questions, I'm here for y'all. I love y'all, and good luck on your journey. Peace.